Ever wonder if your partner might not be entirely truthful with you? We're diving into a topic that's as uncomfortable as it is important: dishonesty in relationships. Trust, that invisible glue that holds two hearts together, can be fragile. When it's broken, it shakes the very foundation of your bond. What happens when this trust is jeopardized by half-truths or outright lies? What might the red flags look like? Let's delve into the signs that may indicate your partner is not being completely honest. A sudden change in behavior can be a glaring red flag. Let's delve into this. Imagine your partner suddenly becomes excessively defensive over the smallest things. It's as if they're anticipating an attack, a sign that they might be hiding something, or perhaps they've started avoiding eye contact, a classic sign of unease and possible deception. Now, let's add one more layer to this: over-explaining. When someone starts giving more details than necessary, it's often because they're trying to convince you and themselves of the truthfulness of their words. It's a subconscious way of overcompensating for the lie. Lastly, consider contradictions. You might notice inconsistencies between what they're saying now and what they've said in the past. This could indicate that they're juggling multiple versions of a story. But remember, changes in behavior do not always mean deceit. It's the combination of these signs that raise eyebrows. Did you know our bodies often reveal what our words try to hide? It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? The silent language of the body can sometimes express more than 1,000 words. Let's delve into some signs of dishonesty that might be manifested through body language. Crossed arms, for instance, often signify defensiveness or discomfort, potentially indicating that someone isn't being entirely truthful. Fidgeting, too, can be a telltale sign. It's as if the body is trying to physically wriggle out of a tricky situation. And then there's the absence of physical contact. When someone is being dishonest, they might instinctively distance themselves from you, a subtle hint of their internal guilt. But remember, these nonverbal cues can sometimes speak louder than words, yet they aren't definitive proof of dishonesty. They are just possible signs, little red flags that might prompt you to dig a little deeper. But again, these signs don't necessarily prove dishonesty. They simply provide clues to possible deception. In our digital age, signs of dishonesty can also be found in our electronic interactions. Like a trail of breadcrumbs, the electronic trail often reveals what the mouth might not admit. So let's delve into it, shall we? Now, imagine your partner suddenly changes their passwords without any plausible explanation. It might raise an eyebrow, wouldn't it? Or perhaps they've started deleting messages more frequently than before. It's like they're trying to erase their tracks, don't you think? And then there's the case of excessive phone privacy. If your partner's phone has suddenly become an off-limits zone, it could suggest they're hiding something. But remember, my friends, these actions are not necessarily signs of deception. They might simply be a desire for personal space or a response to stress. They're not definitive proof of dishonesty, but potential red flags to be aware of. Yet, even these signs are not definitive proof. They're simply indicators to be aware of. So, we've explored various signs of potential dishonesty. We've delved into behavioral changes, those sudden shifts in daily routine, or unexplained absences. We've analyzed body language, the silent yet telling language of comfort or discomfort. Then we followed the digital trails, those late-night messages or calls. Remember, these signs are not definitive proof of dishonesty. They serve as indicators. True understanding comes from open, honest conversation. Trust your intuition, but also trust in the power of communication.